Greetings from the right coast. This is Mad Shad. And this one is for the ladies. What are we going to talk about today? Knives. Knives. So, if you remember all the footwork and all the handwork, this all plays into the knife world. For where you were protecting yourself, getting your chin up. I like to put my chin right in my shoulder here. That prevents them from getting that punch in there. You know, and I do this. So you got this. This is your basic simple. When dealing with knives, close your fist, present this because we don't get to get cut right here, right? Okay. So, and from here, you've got this. So if they're going to try to grab you or whatever, you've got that basic simple stance. Widen your stance, T stance, or archer stance, pointing that foot, having that back foot back. You guys remember that? Okay, same thing. So when dealing with knives, okay, I'm going to go with small knives first, alright? So you don't even know that I just pulled my knife. Yeah, there it is, because I keep it behind me. It's harder to get to. It is. But it's more concealable. And I can still pull it out whenever I wish, you know? So, from here, your basic simple strike is right here. To the neck, to the jugular. And all you gotta do is, remember that slapping? Bam! Same motion with a knife. Same motion. Now, of course, this is a special knife. This is a TDI K-bar. 10-toe tip. I love this thing. It's brutal. So you come here, boom. Remember that slap? Oh, like that. You can go like this for more power. And you don't really need to swing hard. Once again, you're putting your whole body into it. Boom. Right here. That's it. Right here. All up in there. And once you make that cut, you know you've made it. Back up. Back up. So we come here. Boom. I've done this. Now you notice my knife is, I've done some follow through here. I flared out my heel, boom, and I've sent the knife. The knife went and hit the target right there. Or it might come here. So, boom, what you do? The knife is down, stab. So you're here, you know, and you slice, stab. Slice, stab. Slice, and you can move forward if you want to. Stab. And then back up. Always point the blade, the pointy end, at the opponent, at the target. They can't see it. Can't stop this. This is hard to stop. That, what they call that sewing machine. Boom, 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 boom. You know, you can get all fancy with it, put some twist in it, but just stab, stab, stab. You know, all up in here. This area from your solar plexus, on down through the rib cage. Okay, that's all organs. Light, very easily to destroy. Here you've got some armor. You've got bone. You've got, you know, things in the way. Muscle for men. You know, you got the big pecs or the you know, man boobs, whatever. But down here, no big deal. Okay, so. You got your basic simple slash, angle 1, what they call angle 1, coming right across the neck. You know, so hard to stop. Really, it is. Really, it's that just you can't stop. It's hard to stop. The best thing to do when somebody does that, get out of the way. That's why you do this. This is also you got to protect your neck. Protect your neck. Just like Wu-Tang said, protect your neck. So, you know, that's your basic simple step. And cut. Right across the neck. Stab. Back up. Oh, that's it. Alright. Angle 1. Maybe they're going to stand there. 1. Stab. And then a backhand. Across this one. You know? But you always want to be moving. You always want to be doing something. And, you know, this also works for inside, the wrist, the arm, all of that. You got tendons and ligaments in there. You cut here, the arm is like, it draws up, and it's like, you know, here as well, cutting this way. Any kind of cut is going to create some damage. Now we all know that here, it's you know, just bone and muscle, so you're not going to do a lot of damage. But you're trying to get to that vital points, your neck, you know, and that bread basket they call it right here. And you can go down here too. So you know, down here on the inside of the leg is the same thing as the inside of the arm. There's all kinds of, there's a huge artery right here. If you cut right there, cut or stab it, and then it's gonna, the person's gonna bleed out. A lot of stuff there. So, you know, here all the way inside, think inside, like inside the box, underneath your armpit, right above your collarbone. Inside there, there's your big aortas that come off the heart. But the real simple ones and ones that you can get to, right here on the neck. Boom, done. You know, pop. Okay, so that's with a little knife, just a little one. Okay, and you can get all crazy with it if you wanted to, you know, do some stuff like this. You know, if you do that, that's a little different, and that's for getting close in, doing some trapping. You can slice, stab, but it's harder. It's a lot harder. You know, the ice pick method, you can really get on top of the head. You know, you still get reach. Remember the foot, twisting on your foot, twisting on your balls of your foot. It's just like throwing a baseball, or a football. And you're putting it right in there, and you can go for the throat, the neck, face, top of the head, or you can come up, boom. You know, get up in there, boom, boom. So there's a lot you can do. You know, passing strikes. We're not going to get into that. You know, boom. You just pass and cut. This is a lot harder to get performance from. This knife forward, it works really well. You can get some nice cuts with it, nice deep cuts, and some nice punctures. So it's very important also, because what's the goal here? Is you want to cut and back up. Now, if somebody's on you, this is a great weapon. You know, cover up, keep your hand back behind you so they can't grab it. And all you got to do is just pull your hand back. They try to grab it. Just do a hook, hook into the neck, hook into the body, boom, boom, boom. If you can punch, you're deadly. You know, back up, boom. So that's basic, simple fighting, you know. And you can take this arm and say they're coming to grab your arm. Boom, you grab, boom, stab, grab, boom, stab. Make sure your hand is back. Okay, you don't want to be cutting your own fingers, cutting your own hand. You know, good extension, good twist. Throw it out there. Okay, so that's just a small knife. What if it was a bigger knife? Yeah, this is my Hisatsu from cricket. This knife, you have more reach, and you have more danger. You have more damage put onto the target. Stab, slice. This kind of knife, as if you notice, there's not a lot of going on here as far as like guards. So it's a very specific knife, but it's kind of like a very good fillet knife or kitchen knife or something like that. And boom! I mean, you can hear the wind that it cuts, it dissipates. So you really don't want to do a lot of stabby like this, because the chance is, if you don't put your finger or your thumb on there, even if you do, your hand can slide down onto the blade, and you're going to have a bad day. So if you're going to be, you know, say you're just chopping up some onions, hey you, give me your money, what? You know, same thing, same motions, Same thing. You can point the target, point it up. You can hold it up. I like to hold it up with my thumb, just like that, because I got that motion. I got that. I can really put some power into that swing, right? Just like when you're cutting some onions, cutting some tomatoes, you know. Hey, back up. You can show them the knife. Back up. You pull the knife. Back up. I said back up. Don't come near. Don't come near me. So, good follow through, and then back to the stab. You always want to retract it. You're a sewing machine. All right. You're fighting with a knife as if you're a sewing machine. Sit, 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 sit. Okay. Just basic, simple stuff. All right. I will show you some of the moves I know. Some of the basic, simple stuff. Angle 1, stab. Angle 2, right here, stab. Angle 3, or third one, right up into here. And I take my hand and I put it right on right from their throat and push down. So it's a assisted cut. So that's basically. I added a whole bunch of other ones in there, but 1, 2. All right, 1, 2, 3, and you can come up here. You can get to the gut if you want. I like to get right here and try to hit that heart, because with this, if you've got some reach, you can get in there. You know, you're basically slaughtering an animal really, really quick. You're all right. So you get in there, and from here, I put my hand right here. Same thing with the finger, and push. It's an assisted cut. If you notice, even for like a little quick boom, 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 it adds a lot of power. So even if you don't have a lot of arm strength, you know, boom, I can just push it out there and push. I'm trying to cut to the backbone. You always want it when you cut, when you're using knives, you want to cut deeper than what you're looking at. You don't want to just, oh, I'm just going to cut right here. No, you want to cut right here. You know, shing, and you want to cut. You want to try to cut that hand off right here. So, assisted cut, stabby, stabby. Get stabby, and you can hook it, you know, whatever. Back up, change direction, you know. You never want them to get your knife. You know, you never want to let them grab you. All right, just throw it back. Hey, it's over here. Hey, 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 smack, 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 grab. You know. So basic, simple stuff. The big knife, you know, works good. So, just basic knife 101. Same motion, that slapping motion. Just like you're throwing a football, twisting on the ball of your foot. You know, that's your basic simple one. If you want to go with fencing theory is a little different. Instead of knife back here, it's knife forward. Here you need a little bit more finesse, and you need to watch out for the grab or the hit. You know, so basically this is your armor, and this is your parry. You know, most knife fighters are going to put their knife forward, okay, because they want to block the blade that you're throwing at them, you know, and try to parry. Parries, that kind of thing. So the knife comes in, I push it out of the way. Now I have a straight shot to cut. Right here, same thing. Boom. So that's some basic stuff in fencing theory. You know, boom, boom, boom. It's really hard to stop. It really is. You know, and I keep my measure. I got my foot forward, my knife forward, and I'm using the knife to just get in there. Okay, and to protect and to cut. I'm cutting fingers, I'm cutting toes, I'm cutting hands, like whatever I can get into, you know, and I'm backing up. backing up. Boom, 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 boom. I'm changing direction. Boom, 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 boom. So, same grip principle. You know, your grip, pinky, you want to grab hold with that really, really tight, and your thumb, you want to put that in there because you're getting that cutting, that power from that. All right, and there's been manuals written all about this, you know, and you can go all that. Always remember that the hand is always weak to the side. Outstretched. I don't care how strong you are. You can test it. You can test it on the big guy. Tell him to hold your hand out. Tell him, don't let me move it. And just push it to the side. See how easy it is. Same thing. You can just, you know, push it. Oh, you've got more power here. You can just push it using your body. You just cut him. So, overhands, you don't want to really. We've all seen those bad martial arts movies where it's, oh, I've blocked it. Haha. You know, yeah, you're gonna get cut. Do that shit. So, keep yourself light. If you do want to go with fencing, you know, think of yourself as like a boxer. Think of yourself as like Muhammad Ali. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You know, but for all pretense and purposes, you want to guard the knife because you don't want them to take it from you. So you put it back here. All right, it's back behind your body. You're presenting this side of it, and you're using this hand to keep them at bay, to manipulate. You can even kick. Remember the kicks? Yeah, you can kick. Stomp, punch, stomp, slice. There you go. Keep your back straight. You never want to lean forward. So, basic simple knife 101. Angle 1. Angle 2. This is your most powerful strike. Right here. Boom. That's it. That's it. Nothing much to it. Or you can go sideways like you're doing a side pitch. You know, but putting that baseball like you're throwing a baseball, don't let go of the knife though. That's why your grip is very important. If you have a knife and it has a lanyard, you can wrap it around your hand. Put the loop through your wrist, so that if it does come out, you know, your grip goes, then you still got your knife and you can grab for it. You're not gonna lose it. You don't want to be fumbling around in a knife, fumbling around on the floor looking for a knife when somebody's trying to kill you. So, you know, you want to get them off of you and stop the threat and get away. Okay? Stop the threat. So, big knives, a lot more advantage. Smaller knives, a lot easier to conceal. So you can, you know, this knife, boom. You can just do this. But, you know, say you're on your property and you're gardening or tending to your animals or whatever, and you got this. And this can also work in tandem in correlation of your sidearm. You can put it back more. Put your sidearm here. You know, if you're doing the sidearm. But if I'm going through a what you call it, a urban setting, urban environment, I take this because I don't want it to print. See how it prints? Printing. See how it's just printing there? Handle of the knife. So what I do is I take it, go all the way back with it. Boom. And now, you can't see it. You don't know what I got. What knife? It's a little harder to get to, but you know, and I can pull the knife and you won't even know that I've done it. And it's back here. You know, I can put it down here. You know, if there's a threat coming, hey, just chill. You know, go away. Just leave me alone. No, I said no. Oh, he's cut. Pull the knife out. Basic, simple. It's like you're throwing a baseball or slapping. Come straight up. That's your basic. That's your most powerful cut. Is that right angle, right arm, or if you're lefty, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, that cut at a downward angle is your most powerful cut, and you're going right for that jugular. Now, the way the jugular is made is everybody thinks, oh no, it's just right there. No, there's two. There's two. You got your outside jugular and you got inside jugular. You know, and they're both sides are pumping like that. So the you want to hit as hard as you can and as deep as you can, and to get in there, you know, and to sever both of them. That means they will be incapacitated within 30 seconds, guaranteed. Yeah. So some other stuff. That's when you're fighting forward. There is some major arteries here behind all your stuff, your breadbasket behind there, but you got to get deep. That's where a big knife will come. But if you cut this, guess what all comes out? Right, kidneys. Stabs to the kidneys here. That's very painful. You got your floating rib here. If you can get in and under that rib cage, you can do like a sucking chest weight. Just they're sucking blood out of their lungs. It's not a good day. So if you're going to get in a knife fight, just be prepared that you're going to get cut. It's if you don't, you're lucky. If they got a knife, like I said, run. Just run. But basic, simple stuff for the ladies. Using basic body mechanics, the footwork, the handwork. Oh, remember the slaps? Same thing. Just take your hand and go like this, and whew, there you go. You got it. You got it. You are now a master. So, especially in this day and age, where women are preyed upon, because when the shift happens, when there's no more rule of law, the psychos are going to come out, and there's going to be nothing stopping them from doing anything they want. So this helps. This prevents that. You are no longer a victim. Okay, you are a victor, victorious. You are victorious. Okay, just because you're a woman and you're weak, or you don't have the self-esteem, you still can protect yourself and defend the ones that you love. Okay, prison is full of dangerous women. Okay, I've seen them. So developing that mentality, yet keeping your wits about you, keeping your morals about you, is very important. You only want to use this if you're going to defend yourself. That's the only thing, the sole purpose. It's easy to hurt people. It really is. It's really, really easy to hurt people. It takes more of a human being to help people. So I hope that this helps, and that it will give you a sense of it will give you a sense of confidence to be able to do whatever you want. Okay, and practice. I've read a lot of the chat or the comments, and ladies, practicing in front of the mirror. I think that's great. Because a mirror shows you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. So yeah, get in front of a mirror. Just don't hit your mirror. Oops. I may or may not have done that. And you can train. You can train with something else other than a knife, a stick, something of that same size, and you can go at it. Don't do this on your boyfriends, your girlfriends, and do this by yourself. This is something that you're going to do by yourself with nobody around. Because oh my God, look at that lady swinging knives over there. Woo. Of course, it might behoove you to do it if you got bad neighbors. Make them think twice about talking to you, about talking shit to you. So get out there and get that training and get that muscle memory to that what you're doing more than 10 times. And I would say practice every day so that and practice pulling it, practice putting it, figure out where it goes on your belt or on your keychain. There's people that have the neck knives, the brawl knives. If you're wearing skirts, you can buy the little garter belts. I've seen those where they can carry a gun or a knife, and yeah, you'll be a force to reckon with. and you will be tooled up and ready to protect you and the ones that you love. And that's what it's all about, you know, because we know that this is a mad world, and you got to be prepared. So that's my whole point behind this, and I hope that it helps. So get out there, get some training, get that knife, and you want a good knife. You want a good size knife, a little bit, like I said, you know, about the size of your hand. If it's a small knife, something fixed. You don't want a folding blade. You can, but it's a lot harder, and it's more, you could hurt yourself really bad. But a nice fixed blade, like I showed you, big knife, little knife, you know, it doesn't matter. As long as it's a fixed blade, it sets good in your hand, it feels good, and you can swing it with some power, you know, and get some good penetration and not hurt yourself. That's the key. A lot of knives, they're all this fancy shit on it. No, you don't want all that fancy shit. You want a good grip, and you want a good, like, protection from the blade coming back onto your hand. So any kind of folding knives are out. I tell you the truth, I really don't like any of those lock blades or you know, things like that, because you can't stab with them. All you can do is slice. So even if you do stab, there's a tendency where the blade will close if you put too much pressure on it, or you accidentally hit the button, hit the lever, cuts your hand, you know, that's a bad day. And so just some things to think about. Knives, basic stuff, basic simple stuff, with just a little bit of flair in there, you know, but keep that knife back. Keep that knife back and away from the assailant and the attacker, and protect yourself and get out of the area. All right. So this is Mad Shad. You guys take care.